Wilson now off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Throwing is Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Cowboys offense coming back out there, and after the excitement of that 13-3 year, the NFC East title 2016, they fell back to earth in 2017. They still finished 9-7, but not what you expected from them.
No, the scoring differential was a big telltale about the difference between 2016 and 2017. They were plus 115 a season ago, just plus 22 this year. That means tighter games can go either way, and not enough of them win in Dallas's win column in this past season.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Prescott now, option right. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper. Prescott on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He dumps off to Morris. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The give is to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished second. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought, was going to be the guy who got hurt early in the year, but they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. Looks to be right around the 40. A big gain of 39 on third. To throw is Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On second down, Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. So we've hit intermission. Why does Larry always do that? He just stops talking. But let's go play the third quarter. I'm psyched. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Seahawks. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does him no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Wilson now off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the... Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down for a fourth time today, and this time the result is a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, a chance to discuss the Pro Bowl happened January 28th, just a few miles from your house there in Orlando.
Yeah, how about that? A lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm for the Pro Bowl. You do hear the critics talk about it, but for a lot of NFL fans, closest they're going to get to an NFL game. They love to go to this one, support their team, of course, support the league. It's a lot of fun for them. Even though it rained during the game this time, fans still had a good time.
AFC won, second consecutive year, and the second year it's been held in Orlando after all those years in Hawaii. I'm still getting adjusted to that.
Yeah, I think we all are. The players are, but those with families, they're having a great time bringing them to all the things that you can get in the Orlando area for your kids.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Prescott from the gun. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because
and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Alfred Morris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Here's Prescott, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is knocked down from the side, right on the 30-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second down, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Prescott looks to throw on first. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K.J. Wright from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a... Halfback sent in motion. Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. And
all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Flush to his right. Lets this one rip toward Graham. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They give him a gain of 38. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Cowboys on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Here's Wilson to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Hitchens leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Wilson, and he's going to go down again. Anthony Hitchens in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cam Chancellor in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Third and long for Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And it is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This is Carson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now Wilson on second down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They go to Elliott again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.